Before we get started today, in the interest of full disclosure, this product you're about to see today was provided to me free of charge by TechMatte. Today, guys, let's talk about protecting your Switch. Now, I've always been on the side of tempered glass screen protectors because they provide great protection for any device you're using, whether it's a cell phone, a tablet, or in this case, the Nintendo Switch. And it also gives you a much better, I think, stick to it for when you actually put it onto the system. You won't get as many bubbles, it's see-through, and it is tempered glass that has a better protection rate. Now, of course, most of us know that the Switch's screen is plastic at this point, and a lot of people have been talking about how the dock is scratching it or other things around them are scratching their screen, and that's possible because it is plastic. It's softer than a lot of materials. Well, a lot of people now are saying, well, I need to get a screen protector, and then the other question is always, well, which one? Well, today we're looking at the amFilm tempered glass screen protector for the Nintendo Switch. It's listed on Amazon for $10.99 currently with free shipping, which is not bad considering it comes with 2 screen protectors. So real quick, let's take a look at the box. When you first get it, you'll notice on the outside you have a couple different things at the bottom that describe it to you, including scratch resistant. Yes, a tempered glass screen is more scratch resistant, of course, than the plastic screen on the Switch. It does next to that say 9H hardness. A lot of people seem to get a little off base here with this. 9H is not part of the MOS or MOHS scale that measures different elements as its hardness level. 9H would place it right below diamond. That's not the case. What this is indicating is that it is stronger than, say, a 9H pencil, which is the hardest pencil on Earth. And the reason they do that is they put that on there so I think it's more of a marketing ploy to tell you, wow, this thing is really, really tough. Glass is usually on around a 5 to a 5.5 on the MOS scale. This just says that it is more scratch resistant to common everyday items such as your keys, or even in some cases, a box cutter that you try to cut it with. Next to that, it has the zero bubble. Most, like I said, tempered glass screen protectors are a lot easier to get all those little bubbles out of. You know, if you get a plastic screen protector, put it on there, and you'll get all these bubbles in there no matter how hard you try. Because air has a harder time trapping underneath tempered glass, you get less bubbles, and it does have a 99.99% crystal ultra clear finish. When you put it on correctly, a lot of times you can't even tell it's on there. Now with that out of the way, let's take a look what you actually get inside the box here. Now when you first open it up, you'll have a nice little packet of all of your materials inside. It does come with 2 screen protectors, which is great. They're in like a really nice like styrofoam casing, which is great. Comes with a bunch of dust removal stickers, 1 squeeze card, which you will use to squeeze the bubbles out as you put it on, an installation instruction manual, great. Does also come with cleaning wipes that will help you along the way, a wet and then a dry cleaning cloth to help get any of the dust off before you put the glass on. You want to make sure your screen is very clean. Overall, the packaging was pretty good. I mean, it came wrapped in like a really nice plastic. You had to kind of cut it open. Had 2 seals on the side that you had to cut open. Overall, I like it. It was packed very well for just being screen protectors. Now, when it came to actually putting the glass on, it was pretty easy. It really wasn't that bad. As long as you know what you're doing, most times you want to make sure your screen is cleaned off. What I like to do is take the wet nap, wipe it off as best you can, take the dry cloth at that point, and then clean it up really well, small circles, of course, all the way around, examine it, and then at this point, you're ready to put your screen down. From here, take the back of the screen protector plastic off. You'll see it comes right off. Line it up as best you can. The bottom serves as a nice guide to line this up because it does have cutouts to meet all the little features on the bottom, including like the little auto brightness sensor, stuff like that. Just go ahead and fit it as best you can down there. I like to start from one side and move to the other slowly with the spreading tool. It actually helps to get any of the bubbles out. And you'll see here eventually it gets to the other side. I do work a couple of them out. If you get some bubbles trapped under there, not a big deal. You can actually lift this back up. It is restickable, so you can lift it up, kind of work those back out. If you get like something stuck under it, also not a big deal. You can lift it up, kind of work that out as well. And when you get to the end, you'll have a nice glass cover on your screen. Now with that glass cover, you will be much more resistant to scratches. Now I would not go out and test this theory by getting a knife and hitting it with it. I also would not take it and throw it out your back window or something to try a drop test. This is just here for extra protection. It's more of a just in case scenario, but it's a really good idea to protect your investment with the Switch as best as you can. And something that costs $11 as opposed to breaking your $300 item makes a lot of sense to invest in. Now, as far as I can tell on Amazon, these are available, I think March 13th to the 17th, somewhere in there. I believe they've sold out at this point, but this fits well. It worked great on mine. And the biggest question a lot of people seem to have is, will it fit in the dock after you have that glass screen protector on? Because remember, it will add some thickness to the front. And I'd like to report, yes, it does. It fits in there actually better than the system does without it, which is kind of funny. So you'll see here it slides right down, and what's great is it does have those rubber feet on the bottom of the dock, and the glass, the way that glass interacts with that, it actually causes some friction, so it feels much better in the dock when you drop it in there. It doesn't wobble around really at all, minus the wobble from the dock when you move it around, and it actually feels much more intact when it's in there. It's not going to like just fumble around in there because that foam will grip the glass much better than it does on the plastic screen for the Switch. And of course, if you were experiencing scratches, you should not get any scratches from the dock on the glass. Again, the glass cover compared to the plastic on the dock, because glass is harder than plastic in this case. Overall, guys, I think this is the most important thing you can buy to protect your Switch. I have the link down in the description below if you want to check these out, get a pre-order in, or just keep an eye on that page for when these do go back up for sale. Completely worth it. The Switch, I think, needs a glass screen protector just in case, like I said, and it does make the dock feel better when this sits in there. So overall, good buy at $11 with free shipping. It's almost a no-brainer at this point when you have an expensive $300 device. Protect it as best you can, obviously. Get this, get a case of some kind, you're set up. Anyway, guys, I hope you liked this little look at a glass screen protector in this case for the Switch, the amFilm or amFilm screen protector. Again, it's tempered glass, much better than plastic. I completely recommend it. And if you guys like this video, make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.